What up, people? Casimus Prime, back at you with the next episode of HorrorFest, and filming these as I get them done, so that way they can all be uploaded at once, that way you can enjoy a marathon tonight while you're watching your Halloween movies, and see which ones I think are good and bad. So, now that we've done Sleepy Hollow, I've done the Boo Berry, and I've shown you my costume for this year, I figure I go back and, on the original topic, which are the Saw films, and kind of go back on the pattern. Which, again, if you can figure it out, drop a comment. When I do the last one, I will mention it, and what the correct pattern was. So let's get on to it. Now we're going to be looking at Saw 2. Now, Saw 2 was... Now, I watched all the traps in chronological order. Saw 2 actually had a couple of interesting ones. Basically, for those of you guys who haven't seen this one, this is really the one that kind of shows us what Jigsaw is capable of as, what he does. There's a lot of traps in this movie. And just like the original, it's all set in one place. The original was set in the bathroom. This one is set in a nerve gas house. Well, it's not actually called that. That's what the fans dub it. But basically what it is, it's a house that's filled with a toxic gas that was used in some sort of Tokyo subway attacks. They're all trapped there. No way out. And there's a slow-acting poison coursing through their veins. The doors to that house will unlock in 3 hours. But they only have 2 hours to live. So if they want to get an antidote to survive, they have to pay punishable prices in order to get those antidotes. I mean, dig their hands into blades, risk getting burned alive, jump into a pit of needles, everything and then some. So this movie had some good traps. So here's the case. It says Saw 2 right there on it, and you have a couple of fingers, which whoever's fingers those are, they really need to clip their fingernails. It says, "Oh yes, there will be blood," which is actually a quote. And it says, "Sickly brilliant and twistedly clever" by Fred Topel of About.com. On the back, you have the Jigsaw pub, as well as a couple of random screenshots from the film. There's Michael in the death mask, the guy cutting the number off, Amanda in the needle pit, Obby in the incinerator. And there's a little read-up which says, "Jigsaw is back. The brilliant, disturbed mastermind returns for another round of horrifying life-or-death games. When a new murder victim is discovered with all the signs of Jigsaw's hand, Detective Eric Matthews begins a full investigation and apprehends Jigsaw with little effort. But for Jigsaw, getting caught is just another part of his plan. 8 more of his victims are already fighting for their lives, and now it's time for Matthews to join the game." Features include audio commentary with director Darren Lynn Bousman and actors Donnie Wahlberg and Beverly Mitchell. Jigsaw's game, bits and pieces of the props of Saw 2, the traps of Saw 2, storyboards and conceptual art gallery, English and Spanish subtitles, English closed captions, 5.1 Dolby Digital Surround EX, and trailers. Special features not rated, and this is presented in 16:9 widescreen, and this movie is rated R. This isn't the unrated version. Slide this off like you would on any other. And here is the clear case, which just has a saw blade with the puppet on it like all the other movies, with the exception of the original. And you'll notice that I peeled that off. I thought it was a sticker, but I'm kind of regretting it, because now it makes it a pain in the ass to get this thing in and out of the case, as you see. But personally, I thought Saw 2 was a pretty good movie. I mean, it had some good traps. It does have its bone-chilling moments, where you're kind of in suspense of what's going to happen, or if that person's going to win or die. And they're, just that. This is a good one. I would recommend this if you can see it on television or rent it from Netflix. I would recommend picking this up. I bought this at Blockbuster 3 years ago before it closed for like $3, which is a steal. So I guess that's about it. Later, guys. I am out of here.